Whether it's a player, a team, a coach, a fan base, a comedian from Canada, whatever you think, who should be feeling good right now, Peter?
Well, we could start with the guys from Journey who got a massive plug from Stacey Dales because they're going to be at Lollapalooza. Arnel Pineda, the new lead singer, love that kid. I'm going to go to football. And I think that I'm going to go to my backyard here, not Arnel Pineda and singing When the Lights Go Down in the City. I'm talking about New York City. Giants fans and Jets fans have to be elated right now. I don't remember a time of such optimism for both fan bases at the same time in maybe the last decade, since Sean was playing for the Giants and Rex Ryan had them guys rolling for the Jets. And I look at what Robert Saleh is bringing to this Jets franchise first. They had these mini camps, these voluntary workouts, keyword voluntary. Kim Jones mentioned it eloquently yesterday on the show. 80% of the Jets veterans showed up to New Jersey for voluntary minicamps. They wanted to get there for their coach. They wanted to be in front of their head coach, and they wanted to set this new culture right from the go. They don't have to be there. Some teams I know had about 25 guys there. The Jets had 80% attendance. Everyone rolled in. They're fired up about Zach Wilson. The Zach Wilson footage is so raw right now. It's just him throwing on air in shorts and a t-shirt. But even from the raw footage, you can see that this guy has a live arm. He's got a cannon. Jets fans, without any sarcasm, without any woe is me, without any of this, oh, I'm a glutton for punishment. None of that stuff. Jets fans are like genuinely excited. They know it's going to be a long road, but they're fired up about Jets football. First time I could say that since Rex was maybe the coach. I know Bowles and Fitzy had that 10-win season, but it never felt like, oh, we're young and we're fun. That's what this Jets team is. And then the Giants fans, I know Sean can speak to it. Saquon's coming back. They've got all these new guys, Galladay at wide receiver, and Joe Judge seems to have this team all in line. Like it's been years since both the Jets and the Giants are feeling good in May. Even last year when the Giants had the first year coach and we're like, all right, we got this. There are questions about Joe Judge. We're in a global pandemic. How is he going to possibly get this thing going in year one without being in person? This is really year one for what Judge wants to be. He's got the biggest coaching staff in football. A lot of his buddies down there from Alabama are up here now. Freddie Kitchens is dialed in. Jason Garrett's dialed in. Patrick Graham's dialed in. And the rookie is an interesting pick. Tony with the 1 foot. You know, this is a guy whose shoe fell off at practice and everyone made a big stink about it. He's dynamic. He's fun. He's different. You add him to Galladay and the guys and okay, I know I'm going long on New York football and everyone's saying, you're such a homer, you're such a homer. I know the feel for these fans. I know the pulse. It's real. Both fan bases seem like they're ready for the football season to start, but they would love for it to start right now. They're ready to jump out of a cannon for this team. And both teams are really being highly anticipated by the local fan bases. You throw in the New York Knicks and the New York Nets, or the Brooklyn Nets, whatever they're called now.
Oh, yeah.
You throw those two teams in the playoffs right now, we've got a New York sports vibe that's feeling pretty good at this moment.
Yeah, I just love that, Shregs, when markets like that are so positive. You know where else there's a really positive market? In Kansas City. And you know what Clark Hunt and Brett Veach and Andy Reid say to Patrick Mahomes, and you know what Patrick Mahomes says to them? I'm forever yours faithfully. Journey.
Yes, Journey.
Wow. And I say that because the marksmanship of what they accomplished this offseason. I'm a feel-good Friday every Friday for Patrick Mahomes until this thing starts in September because he was mauled and harassed and hauled down in the Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, this guy was uncomfortable for 4 quarters in the Super Bowl. So they said, let's ramp up our offensive line and let's build something to protect our 10-year asset. And they did it. Orlando Brown, the left tackle from the Ravens. Joe Thuney, mistake-free Joe Thuney, the guard. Kyle Long, he's out of retirement. He's healthy. Trey Smith, Austin Blythe via the Todd McShay offense there with the Rams. And how about Creed Humphrey, who's going to be a stalwart offensive lineman in this league, a second-rounder from Oklahoma for years to come, for at least a decade in this league. He brings a little bit of nasty. And by the way, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif is back, you guys. Remember, he missed last year
Nailed it.
with all the COVID stuff and serving in his doctorship. I just think Laurent Duvernay-Tardif and this offensive line is going fantastic for Patrick Mahomes. This guy couldn't be happier. I love that they answered his cries in Kansas City.
Yeah, Stacey, so happy for Creed Humphreys. What a great opportunity for him to jump in there. Friend of the show. We had him on a few weeks ago. Look, Shregs, I love that you're in a New York state of mind right now. And I love that you're rocking your Sweet Treats hoodie right now. I'm with you, man. Giants fans and Jets fans, there's all kinds of new energy, new hope. But I don't want to forget about the other team in New York, the Buffalo Bills. The best team in New York and in New Jersey for the last couple of years has really been the Bills. So if you're a Bills fan, if you're Bills Mafia right now, hell yeah, you're waking up on a Friday feeling good, because you're 13-3 Buffalo Bills that just happened to get knocked out by the Kansas City Chiefs that Stacey was just talking about. They got better this offseason. I think when you look at re-signing Matt Milano, that was a huge priority, and I don't think there were a lot of Bills fans that thought it was going to happen. They thought he was going to get bigger money elsewhere, and he was gone. But they locked him up. They re-signed him.
Yeah.
And then the one thing that I think haunted them all season long, not one player had more than 5 sacks defensively. They needed some pass rush. Well, their first 2 picks in this draft, Greg Rousseau from Miami, and then Carlos Basham Jr., a.k.a. Boogie Basham, friend of the show as well, from Wake Forest. So, boom, their first 2 picks in the draft, all of a sudden, edge rushers, get that pass rush going. I think that's a huge win for the Bills defense, for Sean McDermott, for Brandon Beane. I'm sure that they're upset about their exit from the playoffs, but man, they've got to be feeling good about where they are, not just offensively now, defensively too. They've got some studs up front.
It's well said. You guys can give us your Feel Good Friday at GMFB on Twitter. There's some polls for you to vote for as well. And you get to pick our final topic of the week that will happen at the end of this hour. So let us know at GMFB. When I heard this question, who should be feeling good? I
Journey
just thought
songs.
about, who are we not talking about? Because it's this time of the year where it's a strange time of the year. We're talking about teams that have drama, like the Packers, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, all of that. Or we're talking about teams that we have these questions about, that have holes and are puzzles, like, Carolina with Sam Darnold, or the Steelers. Can Big Ben get back to form? What does he have left in the tank? What are the Patriots doing? All of that. Can Tua be the guy? Those are the questions. The Cleveland Browns are always a part of that conversation at this time of year. We are always doubting. This is the first time I can remember, whether it's on this show every morning for 3 hours or even before that, we are not talking about the Browns, if at all. But if we are, it's positive and everybody's on board. The only times the Browns have come up on our shows when we talk about what a great draft they had, how it was one of our favorite drafts, how they revamped their defense, how in love with their coach we are. Jadeveon Clowney there now, where nobody even was negative about that. We're like, yeah, great, we'll see what happens. There's no talk of Baker and his commercials being too much or a distraction. No. Odell drama, none, zero, nope, zilch, none. No wild, wacky press conference quotes like we got from Freddie Kitchens in years past. Everything is smooth, steady, and positive. And Shregs, I am here for it. It is the first time we are not questioning them. We all think they'll be competitive. It's sort of weird, but it definitely feels good.
It's amazing. They have the NFL's reigning Coach of the Year in Kevin Stefanski. They've got a team that not only won one playoff game, but gave the Chiefs all they could handle in a game on the road in Arrowhead. And they added to the team. You mentioned Clowney. I love the middle linebacker out of Notre Dame, J.O.K. and Newsome, the rookie corner. The Browns are loaded, and there are high expectations this year, Kay. You're right. There's no cynicism from me on that team.
It's weird. It's usually me and you like, but the division's really tough, but there's this going on. And like, how's Odell? Is he going to make the team worse? Like, none of that's happening right now, and it feels good. It feels like a little something is missing, but I'm here for it. What are you guys feeling good about? At GMFB, let's swing in some tweets here. J. Dolphin answered the call here and said, the Dolphins fan base should be feeling great on this Feel Good Friday. Love that. Jedi Master John Velblorcom said, I hope that's not like a Star Wars person that I should know. We only got stronger. Hashtag Chiefs Kingdom to the point of Stacey Dales. And then at Tropical Ruin, the city of Chicago and all the Bears fans, because we have a generational quarterback and got him for only one first-round pick. It really is Feel Good Friday for Bears fans, especially because Journey and Marshmello will be playing Lollapalooza.